Here's the back being put on. I didn't have enough clamps to go all around to hold everything, so I used pieces of wood to hold on either end and let the wood press down on everything as I was, and a couple of bungee cords also to add some support so I had a nice firm grip. And here we go, taking the whole thing apart, slowly removing all the parts. I got it speeded up so you don't have to watch it as long as it actually took. It's as fast as I can get it to go. It's been a lot of fun working on this thing, putting it together and putting the puzzle pieces all back together and gluing it and get it to fit. Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. And this is a guitar from the early 1900s. It could be even the late 1800s, someone thought when I took it into a guitar shop and had a look at it once. The tuners that I'm keeping and putting on kind of make me think that because they look like they're really old the way they're designed and put together. Here's the neck, a little shot of what the whole thing looks like. It's going to look like when it's done. That back looks kind of bad, but here I am cleaned it up. The back is now cleaned up. It looks pretty good. Front's all cleaned up. It looks good. Everything just kind of setting in place, getting ready to put the glue on so I can fix it and put it all together. Okay, here's the guitar. It's about ready. I've done a lot of the work that I wanted to. It's ready to have the neck, this part, this little wedge is going to go down into here, so I need to fill this whole area up with glue. And then use clamps, all my clamps that I have up there, and clamp everything down and let it do its thing, dry overnight. See what it looks like in the morning. Well, there we go. I got it clamped up. Still got some glue leaking out the edges and the sides. Hopefully that'll keep it in place. I've started putting a finish on the guitar. And I'm doing a French polish. And French polish is a wad of cotton cloth inside another piece of cotton cloth, and you use shellac and denatured alcohol to put a coat on here. I've put like 3 coats on already. This is going to be the 4th coat. I haven't done any sanding yet. I'm just putting the coats on. I usually start off with a little bit of the denatured alcohol, and I get the thing in the shellac. So I have a nice coat here. And then you take nice long steady strokes all the way across. This is the old style that they used to put on almost everything back around the turn of the century, was this was the French polish. They have faster, easier ways now, but this still makes a really nice finish, and it's kind of authentic for the piece this is from like the early 1900s. There. There's another coat on it. And I bought this set because I thought they looked really cool, and it looked kind of like an original set, or what could be original set, although they're actually a modern set of tuners. But then the more I looked at the originals, the more I liked the way the originals look. They're simpler, but I kind of like the keys, what they are. The problem with these was the gears were spinning. I could turn them. This one would pop. The gear never fit right. So what I ended up doing, I had bought a set of mandolin, and I've already used 2 of the mandolin gears. There's just 1 left. I used 2 mandolin gears on refurbishing these and trying to get them. What I did was I put the mandolin gear right here on this one, put it against, held it in my vise, put it together, put the whole thing on, and then I used a punch and tried to, oops, where are they? Here they are. Tried to punch the hole here. See if I can get focused on that. There we go. You can see the hole I punched in there to tighten this up around that gear so that it would work. And I did that on the other side as well. It had one of its tuners also didn't work, so I had to do that twice. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go back to these brand new ones here, and I'll use these on the guitar. But I just thought I'd explain that now. I'll have to edit it out. I think I talked too long. Thanks. Oh, this is the guitar, by the way. It's all finished. The finish, the sides, the front of the guitar. It's ready to put together and start playing. Also bought a new set of end pins which go inside the bridge here. So I bought a whole set of these, and I'll be using those on the bridge. Well, here's the Parlor. I got all the tuners fixed. They're holding the strings and they're keeping them in tune. They're working up. So the Parlor's looking pretty good. I got it all strung. The only problem is, get down to the side here, the action's too high. It's a little high. I need to lower it and get it down so that it's lower. So, which means I'm gonna end up having to take some of the wood off the edge of this, the corner. I'm gonna file it down and make it lower and drop it down about an eighth, maybe a little bit more than an eighth of an inch, to drop the strings down a little bit more. Other than that, it sounds pretty good. There we have our early 1900s, late 1800s, perhaps, mini Parlor guitar. Missing its end pin. There's the crack that I repaired along the side. Real nice and solid. The top I fixed. Here's the, right there, I fit in a little piece of wood. Didn't match the color, but at least I don't have an opening there. All that. The back actually looks pretty darn good. Very pretty. I think it's mahogany, but I'm not sure. Brazilian rose was on the sides. Some kind of a, I'm not sure, wood they used on the neck. Nice and plain, but brilliant, wonderful Brazilian rosewood fingerboard in it. And that's the finished Parlor. Very nice tone, beautiful sound.